What's up, everybody? This is Alpha Matrix, and this is part 6 and the final video in my custom Bruticus reviews. And this is where we'll be combining the big brute. And as you can see, I have all the Combaticons in their vehicle modes, which makes it much easier to form Bruticus. And I'm going to slide these out of the way so you can see Bruticus himself before the bots are added to him. So let me put the camera down and we can get down to business. First thing is, let's get all these guys out of here. Okay. Set them all aside for the time being, because I just want Bruticus to be in the video, so for now. So, pardon me, everybody get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way. Okay, now, here we are. Alright, so let me get him situated so he stands, okay, here. Okay. Here is Bruticus, pretty much naked, poor guy. And here you can see he's pretty much botless. Well, actually, he's completely botless. But here you can see the body, as well as the cannons and everything. And one of the main reasons I wanted to show you this is so you can see all this from his feet all the way up to the top has all been completely scratch built. It took a lot of work, and the chest plate, a lot of people have made comments that this is not the accurate chest plate. Actually, technically it is. This is the cartoon accurate chest plate. Part of Blastoff transformed into Bruticus's chest, as you can see here. And I wanted to show you the detail, minus the bots, of what I did. Cannons, I put a lot of paint work into this. Bruticus was mainly a experiment in weathering techniques. I wanted to throw everything, including the kitchen sink, into him, and I think I did a fairly decent job. Added wiring into the shoulders and everything. It's hard to see because it's black, but you can see it there. Okay, and then you can see some of the detail that I added, as well as a lot of wheels, as you can see. The hands, I wanted to thank Tigerblade from TFW, as well as Facebook, Tigerblade Labs, for donating the hands to this project. I think they fit Bruticus very well and look perfect on him. The arm was all scratch made from a shuttle model that I had. I made that and stuff. And there's some more detail stuff there. Finally, I wanted to say a big thank you to Rich at Arte Loko Kustoms for creating this wonderful head sculpt for Bruticus. I couldn't be happier. It is just a beautiful head sculpt. It's perfect for Bruticus. Can't say enough about it, actually. I can say plenty about it, but thanks to him for that. Plus, it has an added feature. I painted the head, but that's it. I painted and weathered it, but that's about it. Anyway, enough of my rambling. I'm going to lay Bruticus down on his back. And the legs are easier to put together when he's laying down. It just makes it so much easier. Okay? So we're going to lay him down. Besides, he gets plenty heavy. We'll start with Brawl first, so I'll turn him to this way. Okay. Slide this out a little bit. And we're going to take Brawl, and he's fairly simple. I tried to make the combiners, my combiners, as user-friendly as possible. So if by chance I let him go to another happy benefactor, he is extremely easy to put in all modes, whether it's robot mode, vehicle mode, or combined mode. And it just works. And as long as it works, why not? Why make it more complex than it needs to be? Okay, so take Brawl. what you do is you tilt the left foot back, and there's a track right here. It's hard to see. If you can't really see it, I'm sorry, it's black. It's supposed to be not in view. And what you do is you take Brawl, and you slide him in on the track, down into the foot. If I can get it in there. There it goes. And there's a magnet inside that holds him in place, and then he's on the track and everything, and just tilt the foot back. Leg 1 done. Okay. Now we'll go to this side, over here. Come here, you big ogre. Don't fall. Or fall out of my hands anyway. That's a lot of work I did here. Okay. Swindle is pretty much the same. Here you go. To get him ready is just you leave him like this, and you just slide out of the way, big fella, for a second. And you just take the missiles. You can leave them this way, but I just turn them upwards like this. You can leave them either way. It's up to you. Shoot over by them, and then you just take the turret and just turn it upwards like that. Okay. Now, what you do is do the same thing with this foot. Tilt it down. Do the same thing, and right here you have a plate, and it fits right there where my finger is. Just slide them in. There you go. Pops right into place. Put the foot back up. And there you go. Now we're going to stand this big ogre up on his feet. There you go. There he is. He stands far better with the bots installed, and that's what it was supposed to be for this particular build. I didn't want the frame to do everything. I wanted the bots to each contribute something, and that pretty much does it. And I love the way, this is the camera better. I love the feet. I made the feet, the toes were made from a G1 Metroplex junker that I had, and the big parts of the feet were made out of the inner compartments of Unicron's legs. And I took an extra one that I had, 2 of them, and actually split them, cut them in half, and extended his feet, made them wider on either side, and I added little track details to the sides of his feet for fun. Right there, and everything. So anyway, let's go up, way up. Okay. Up. I'm gonna have to stand this up on a box or something for it to. He's big. Bruticus is actually quite big, so you just have to bear with me for a moment. Put a box underneath it or something. Make it a little bit easier. Okay. Now the shoulders are pretty simple. Onslaught will be last, which is no big deal. Actually, the hell with it. Let's do Onslaught first. Nah, screw it. Let's do the arms. Okay. We're going to take Vortex, remove the tail fin, and this is pretty simple. See? Just like what you see here. Okay. And then, let me turn the camera a little bit over. It's easier. Alright. Taking them out of frame. Just a little bit easier to do it this way. There's a notch right here where my finger is, and a groove on the inner part of the arm, and it just pops in like this. I think I got it. It's hard to see from this angle. Almost have it. There we go. Ah, that's why I had it too far up, too far down. What you do is you slide it in, slide the legs, because it creates a groove in the shoulder. There's a groove inside the shoulder where everything mounts into place. The problem of it is I can't see it, because usually I mount it while he's laying down or on his back or not in front of a camera, and this is when he's going to be a big gigantic pain in the ass. There. Now he's mounted. Shoulder, arm, mounted. We're good. Okay. What I usually do with the missiles that are on the sides of his arms here is I just tilt them in a little bit on either side, just to fold up just a bit. They don't fold very far, but just a little bit on either side, just for the hell of it. Just to I don't know, just for fun. Okay, next is Blast Off. Also wanted to thank fellow friend from TFW, name is Stormvapor. Stormvapor has been watching this build from the get-go, and he's also donated some figures to this. Very generous of him to help me out with this build, as I ran into some financial issues and I couldn't carry on without it. A big thanks to him. Now what you do is you take Blast Off, which is, pardon me, big man. Step out of the sight for a second. Well, just step back. Here's Blast Off. A little big to step in frame, but sorry about that. Here he is. All we need from this big dude is this, which comes off the peg right there. Set that aside for now. And there are a couple grooves right here. Big peg hole. And you can come back here now, and we'll just do it like this. Peg it in. It's hard to see from this angle, damn it. Push it in as far as you can get it to go, and that's it. If I can get it to stay there the way it should, there we go. Okay. Bruticus is nearly there. Looking pretty beastly. Pretty sweet. Okay. The next one is Onslaught. His transformation is a little more involved, so I'm going to put the camera back down. It's a little bit easier to work with him when he's a little more level. Say hi to the camera, Brute. Alright, here we are. Onslaught's transformation is the most complex. Not really, so to speak, but this will do the trick. Alright, you see here's Onslaught. The stacks come off as they are meant to. And then the mirrors both come off. Sorry if my camera's a little bit blurry. The camera a little bit. Tilt it down. Okay, Onslaught's, that's better. Alright, here we have Onslaught. What you do is this stays intact. You don't have to do anything with the front of the truck. And all you do is you pull out the arms, both sides, like this, and you turn his waist, I think it's 180. One full turn, pop the arms back in place. This keeps it from turning any further, and then what you do is you fold the legs down. It's best to do it separated and then join them back together. All the way down. Same thing on the other side. All the way down. Okay, like this. Then you can join the legs back together. Makes it a little easier to do it separate. And then you just bend them at the knees. Keep bending at the knees until it does this. Okay? I'm going to set him down for a moment. Here is something I made to conceal this back area and to cover the gap. Is this piece. And it's supposed to simulate Bruticus's backpack a little bit and to hide some of the stuff here. And I thought it was a nice little thing to add, so I did. Contributor to this was a Supreme Class Starscream. What a nice guy. Okay, and then what you do is you take, originally the trailer hitch, which is, instead of facing out, it's now facing down, and that's where this long peg comes in. And you take it, and you plug it into the hole, get it in there. Hello, here we are. Oops, it didn't quite go in the way I wanted it to. My bad, I'm sorry about that. And you got a bird's eye view of the wheels. Anyway, it's hard to see that. It's hard to see that pin. Damn it. Sorry about that, folks. Very hard to get that in there. Not only that, I have it upside down, which don't help either. Just gotta get it into the big hole if it'll ever go in there. Pop it in. There you go. See? And it conceals the inner part, the legs a little bit, and makes it more like a backpack. Just like this. Okay. I wish I had a place to store all this stuff, but I don't. But that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Now we gotta raise the bar again. Bruticus. Give me the box. Raise it up again. Come here, you big ogre. And this is where Onslaught slides in. Okay. Here you can see there's an empty shell, pretty much, and you just take the slot and you push him into the back, just like this. You don't need a lot of pressure, just enough, and he locks in place pretty well just via friction if he's pushed in position just correctly. And is only as far as he can go. So there he is, pretty much. I'm holding him there, not because he's going to fall, but just so, you know, the backpack piece doesn't come out. Okay. Okay, now we're going to turn him back around. Now, I think, for what I'm gathering right here, Bruticus is pretty whoop ass. A big dude, if I don't say so myself. And there he is. There is Bruticus. Now, one other thing, before I do a couple comparisons, is make his weapon, which I showed you in the previous video. Take the handle, put it like so, and you take one of the blasters off of Blast Off, which I forgot to remove before. The one with the scope is for the weapon, main weapon, which is right there. You put it in like so, push it into the grooves, just like that. And I forgot to mention this before, but these little turret barrels that go on the back of Onslaught, I found a place to hide them, so to speak. And they can go right here in the grooves here, which I thought was kind of cool. So I actually have storage for them. So I just put them in like this, pick them on both sides in the groove, on both sides. There we go. On the other side. And there we go. And here we have Bruticus's big gun. Pretty beefy. And just put it in his hand. Close up the fingers around it. And there we are. Now let's get this box the hell out of here. Bye, box. And there he is. My masterpiece. The one I'm most proud of. And it truly is said that as you build, your custom skills completely change and they get better with time. He is just a stunning piece. There's one final effect that I have to show you, but I have to put the camera down in order to do it. Just bear with me a second. And before I get to that, I just want to show you the details of the gun in his hand, along with the metalwork. And here it is. The glowing effect. Thanks again, Arte Loko Kustoms, for building this for me. This is a masterpiece and a half. I couldn't ask for better for the head, and it just tops the whole thing off perfectly. Now I'll throw a couple comparison bots in here just for quick view. I have Apex and Geminis here. Quick like, throw them in, along with, sorry about that, along with Breakdown, which I seem to use a lot. Here's Apex and Geminis, and you can see the scale is definitely, he's definitely there, that's for sure. And let me find Breakdown. Where the hell is Breakdown? Oh, there it is. Sorry about that, folks. Throw him in there. Move that out of the way. Don't fall on me, buddy. Don't fall on me. There we go. Size comparison. I have one more size comparison for you. Just let me grab him off the table behind me. He's big. So just bear with me a moment. biggest adversary he fought in the first episode. Here he is next to Devastator. And Devastator's pretty beefy, but nowhere near Bruticus. Anyway, I hope you like the video, and I'll do a quick turnaround so you can see how he looks all the way around, combined. And there's Devastator. Just an all-around big brute. I'm very happy with the way he came out. There you go. Sorry about the kitchen, a little bit messy. Sorry about that. But here you can see him all the way around. Some of the detail work and everything I put in. It's just an outrageously cool Bruticus, one of the finest I've ever created. I might build another one someday, but I don't think it'll hold a candle to this one. Back shot of Debbie. There you go. I have more work to do on him. I decided not to build another one, so I'm just going to reboot him a little bit with some extra stuff. But it's not about Devastator today. It's about Bruticus. I appreciate everybody following this build. Sorry for the shaking. I almost tripped and killed myself. But I appreciate everybody following this build. A big thanks to everybody who contributed to it. Stormvapor, Arte Loko Kustoms, Tigerblade. You guys are like the coolest guys in the world. I appreciate everything you guys have done. And Bruticus definitely sends his regards. So thanks everybody for watching, and stay tuned for more customs soon. Take care, everybody.